make a sign that prenup. Yes. I'm not about to share my hard work with somebody. No. If the girl need a car, she get it from me. She need whatever, she get it from me. But not my shit.
You may be young.
Why does she want Sonny Cox?
No, listen. I can give her $1 million. Who gonna turn down $1 million to sign a prenup? You know, we in this together. I buy a car, the car under her name and everything. But my $1 million company and my houses and lands, I'm not giving it to you. You agree to sign this thing, 500,000 will be yours, and we'll be married. You have 500,000 in your name. You understand? And one thing I'll tell you, bro, you listening? Yo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If life going well for you, do not get a girlfriend and then marry her. You know what she's gonna say? She's gonna say she built the company with you. She was by your side, and the court will favor her. So it's best you single and building up your shit. You understand? Y'all ain't listening.
I was just looking up the steps.
Nobody trust me.
You gotta understand something, bro.
Come on, man. Leave your understanding to your understanding.
You think it's good after to sign a prenup? She can never sign that shit.
Alright, then she could fuck off. She gonna be losing. In her head, let me tell you, watch this. You listening?
You know,
listen. It's a way to trick her, you know. It's a way to trick her. Listen, you tell her sign the prenup. Sign the prenup if it's love. And if she getting mad based on what I have going on with my life, she got mad, she ain't want to sign it. I already know she ain't there for love. She there, so when a nigga make it, she get half of what I get. In her mind, she ain't trying to lose.
In Australia, they say if you've been dating that guy, even if you're only married, if you've been dating him for a long time, she has the right to take half of your thing.
That's what I tell you. I just tell you this. I say that stay single. You can fuck bitches. Stay single and come up, because when the girl is with you, even if she ain't married to you, but when she do get married to you and you make her sign a prenup, they could find a way to say, hey, she was with you from the time your company was building. You was climbing the stairs, and I was telling your fat ass that you were listening. So, boy, it's back, boy. Y'all do it. Y'all stay single. You know, you can peel the mama. You understand? Get your business up, get things going on. Or if you date that, get your business up and then leave that. Break up with that.
No. One more. I said, anybody that try to do something, will come back for you. God will come back for you.
Ele va finir bully. First and gun, back to life. Living the best fucking life, bro. Huh?
All I know is that
It's like a business, but girls are like banks, they would never lose.
I mean, shoes. Hmm. What the fuck? Understandable. Okay, interesting. That's what we're doing though. I don't know. All right, I'm taking this trade. Number one, because I seen we had this huge box right here, right? I mean, I say huge, but this box right here that had a lot of resistance. You see, we tap one, move down, two, move down, three, move down, four, move down. Like a whole bunch of times we move down. So now they look at this as a huge resistance area. The price, it's gonna be hard to break. Since it was hard to break for sellers, they think the same thing for buyers. So they think, okay, we tap this box. You see, we have one reaction, and then I see we had two reactions, and then also EMA got hit right here on both of them. And now we have bullish reaction, right? Now they're gonna be expecting that buy saying, all right, since this box was hard to break, it shouldn't break this box anytime soon. So what they're gonna have, they're gonna take their buys. They're gonna take their buys. The stop loss below this resistance, thinking, okay, this is the area where we'd be safe to put our stop loss, and that's what everybody's gonna be thinking. So now the EMA also flipped, and we never broke past. We never officially broke past any of this, and also the 300 EMA. They'd be looking for a buy. So knowing that, I'll be taking my sell. The confidence level in this one is, I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty slim because we do have this area where we could probably possibly shoot up at and then trap them. It depends. I don't know if it's gonna be an instant trap. It might be. We're gonna take it. Like I said, it might not be an instant trap though. It maybe wants to induce them. Yeah, and probably wants to induce them some more. Yeah. 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 Alright, cool. Good trade. You baby. And it was a 5. I was feeling. Curious and risky. Mistake. Unclear. Rushed. Forced. Session. Don't matter about that. Betrayed. He made trap. Lost. They also doesn't really matter, I ain't gonna lie. Don't play no game with me, baby. Alright, this one, people are only looking for buys. I might have it right here. I'm hopping in this one because it's slightly risky because the candle didn't close yet, but I'm hopping in this one because we had this 3 tests on the EMA and then doji candle with a lot of bullish momentum, so people are gonna be expecting a bearish move up and probably taking this. So now I'm automatically wanting to trap them. Okay, then we can probably do like this. See how it goes. Do I like that? Nah. Let's play it. Use resistance area. Take a move above this. Perfect buy entry for them. Perfect. And now plus another one. Plus another one here. For now, I'm in for this one right here. Let's put this one 1-to-1. Top down that one. Then don't play with me, baby. Realistic. Yeah, realistic. Realistic. That's realistic. Yep. Trap now. People are looking for the third. Swam trap now. Nice. I should have actually fixed my whatever. Good trade. Let's see how 1 minute if I click out anything. Ferrari gap. A Ferrari gap. But yeah, that's nice trade. Don't play no silly games with me, baby. Actually, confident, also risky. And don't play no stupid games with me, baby. See how we broke past that. But now we had this as well. That's chopped in my eyes. Where is that? I mean, frick. That right there, I mean, it's like. That was a scare. Wasn't a chat, it was a scare though. Yeah. He's got a nice chap here. Like on a 15-minute, on a 50-second, I'll be nice chap. Yeah. Don't play, no stupid game. Tell you, chess people went in the opening candle and the chess people went closing candle. Boom. Who's big? Price reaction. Tap my hair. That's a chap. That's a chat right there. Alright. Fine. See how it plays out on the whatever. You don't call my name like. That was a trap. Trap again. Oh snap. Guess not. So now you gotta stop. Oh yeah. Don't play no stupid game with me, baby. I am for the taking. I know you would. Don't take my love for granted. You and me. Convince them of the chin, and then trap or convince them for the candle. It depends what they all looking for. If you want to convince them with a chin, they'll be looking to take their eyes. You want to convince them to take a couple candles, you're gonna be trapped in a couple candles. Right now they're confused. Yeah. They poppy EMA is not. They like EMA touch. Let's take it. EMA touch. It could be looking for a buy. It all depends. No, I bring right that. A lot of sellers. How do I trap them in this situation? What are they thinking of? When you're a new person, I want to see man. I'm not going to motherfucking default. Take there. So, apply default. What are you thinking of? I gotta get my inner whatever back, bro. What the frick they thinking of? Grab it and wash it. They grab it on my ear. Stadium. Okay, now I see clear. I see they're looking for downtrend. They're looking for sales because this huge push down and all that other stuff. That'll be bigger at this. They're gonna be looking for sales off that. Plus we just okay, cool. I like the glow of everything. And the most the protected. If I would have hopped in, I'll do something. The most protected, whatever, right there. When they feel like they have room for error, they would take the risk. So I'm saying, so when I feel like they have 1,000 boxes, there's no way they can push past 1,000 boxes to take the trade. So I'm saying, and the best thing about it is, once the EMA come down, if it does come down, boom, hold on, they got that EMA touch on or whatever. They gonna be taking a trade right there. I'm taking my buy at that stop loss. It's aiming for a 1-to-1. That this is not the most accurate. I want to see what. I want to see them at least. Okay, so no, this is a trap within itself. So we get close like that. That's most likely a trap. Boom. So we had an aim and touch. Candle reaction. Bearish candle. Now what you're thinking of right here in this situation is it could be good for buys. And it could be good for sells. So what are they thinking? You may touch, we touching the zone. Bearish candle. Thinking probably continuation. Okay, stop loss will be at that high then. I mean, this is kind of a risk. Take my buy. Let's wait. My overthinking, you know. Whatever. And of course. A perfect chat. See if we get the EMA touch as well. 1 EMA. Okay, well those people got stopped out. Basically. Now we got this trend line, the only thing that's holding this thing up. So if we break past the only thing that's holding it up, buys in control. That's what they think. Oh my gosh. Why am I overthinking everything? So I'm not taking the sales right now. Some just don't believe it's gonna do it. Like when we have stuff like perfect EMA reaction, they're looking for sales. They're looking for a sell below. They're looking for a break. Right. So in general, that's the first bearish candle. I don't think that's gonna be easy thing to do. And then we got an EMA cross on that. What else do we have? These in here. Let's see. Perfect. Good trap right here. trap. Max time to skip forward. Price. But price was what? 2. It was 106,292. 106,292. $106,292. Oh. Frick. Forget it. Don't play no stupid games with me, baby. Yeah, they can't. Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, let me tell you what the trade I took right here. I could have had more of a snipe. High key. I could have won the 3. That's nice, but let me just explain the trade, why I took it in general. So I seen. Okay, so I guess it was in the candle, within the candle, which is cool and all. I seen we had this first bearish candle, so we had this EMA touch, which was the 300 line, and then we had, it was perfect taps, perfect wicks, and I seen we had a bearish candle. So I'd seen that. I know people's mindset was that we have a whole lot of resistance in this area, plus minus resistance box. So I know people's mindset was going to be to overall take a trade to go down. So let's have this tap right here. And we also had this bearish candle printed. I know there was going to be early buyers in that moment because of how price was looking, how it was dropping down the volume for the buyers. So I know it's probably going to be predicting that. So I went down to 15-second, and I seen it was in this area right here, and I seen we had this box right here that was resisting off of on the 15-second, and we had this EMA cross below the 725 line, and then as well as crossed below the 300 line. And I knew as soon as we crossed, as soon as we broke past this resistance, and as well crossed below this, I know their safe zone was going to be here. So it was going to try to ride the trend. And then with the resistance at this area right here. And why that resistance? Because their mindset is this is a strong resistance. We have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch, 6 touch, 7 touch. This is an overall strong resistance. So what are the odds that it's going to break past instantly? So their protected zone is going to be here, plus at the EMA cross. and then, they're gonna try to ride this thing all the way down. So I want to see we had to shoot, we had to push down. Did they get their profits? Which I probably could have refined my strat. Probably could have refined it, but boom, hopped in right here. Aiming for that stop loss. Little bit of drawdown, but overall, TP. If that makes sense. Don't play no stupid games with me, baby. Feeling confident. Feeling confident. Confident and curious. Confident and curious to him? Super confident. Number one, you need to get serious. Number two, both of them need to get serious. Yeah, bro. I need to get serious. You said who? Roddy? I don't get it. Right back.
You're right. He just, bro, you're not serious. He's taking the opportunities where he know you're not gonna be on the computer. Don't even trying to get off the computer. Like you serious or something? You're like, yeah, he ain't serious, bro. I can get on the computer, bro. You can't bash his mindset for that. No, you not, bro. I'm trying to get off, bro. But you're about, why don't you just work at warehouse then? You funny. Oh, you been trying. There's no such thing as trying, bro. You come with a warehouse. They gonna hire you regardless, bro. Don't play no stupid game. Shine bright. Huh? Cox, what you about, bro? Holla, bro. Cox, what you about, bro? Bro, holla, no, bro. Nah, bro. He projecting those, bro. No, 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 no. This man Jolly taught us it, bro. Because every time, yeah, bro, every time Bob used to talk about being his meat, Jolly also always said he projecting. Because Bob used to be like, you got no job, all you do is beat your meat all day. What are you talking about? Yeah, the projection is real. I ain't gonna lie about it. It's not even no lingo. It's just a real word. Huh? It's like jolly. It's not jolly. Don't play no stupid game. Yo, Cox, you know how tall your dad was? Because I ain't gonna, he look short though. Your Bob. Your Bob. Yo. Your Bob.
Don't play no stupid games with me, baby.
Post my profits on Instagram. I post a little bit of vacations and travels because it's Instagram. Like Instagram is a place where people show when they're only winning. But there was times where I posted on my Instagram of me struggling bad, and it wasn't struggle to me. It was the journey. It was the process. It was me learning. I posted pictures of my ramen noodles. I posted pictures of me having the little rice packets. Like, go to my Instagram. It's probably not on there, but one day I'll put it back up there. But bro, I started from nothing. I was homeless at 16, got kicked out at 16, homeless at 16, worked 2 jobs at 16 years old so I could stay off the streets. I met my biological mom at 17, and then by 18, I figured out about trading. 6 months into trading, I made my first $1 million, got scammed, got scammed in taxes because I didn't know what I was doing with my taxes. Somebody scammed me out of 400K, and then I was down to like what, 300K-ish, and the other stuff I spent on like random jewelry and all this other stuff. So I had like 300K left. Somebody told me about Forex. I got into it, and then I was just like, oh, okay, this is way better than trading stocks. And ever since then, I just continue to push harder and harder because I seen the opportunity that Forex, or indices, whatever you want to call it, I seen the opportunity that it was giving. And I wanted it. And I didn't have to sell a course. I didn't have to sell a mentorship. Whatever the case might be. $1,000.
In award-winning trading.
Don't play no stupid games with me, baby.
In this video, I will reveal the best strategy that you can use with the moving average indicator. So, the strategy is called the moving average crossover. Moving average, they immediately take a sell position. This is actually the worst way of trading the moving average crossover, because using the strategy this way only works if the market is trending. If the market is on a range like this, you will receive entry compared to if you only used 2 moving averages. So the lesser, the better. Another mistake that people make when trading the crossover strategy is that they're trading it on lower time frames. Lower time frames tend to have less trend and more range markets. So that is why most traders lose money when trading the crossover on lower time frames. So instead, this is how I would trade the moving average crossover. I'm only going to be using 2 moving averages, the 20 and the 50 period. The first step is that I would choose a high time frame. I recommend using the daily time frame for this strategy, but if you think that that's too high, then you can just use the 1 hour chart instead. Next, I would pick a pair. Then, what I'm trying to look at is how the market is reacting to the moving average crossover. Let me show you what I mean. If you zoom out and look closely at the 20 and 50 period, you can see that the price tend to not react to the crossover. Here we can see that the moving average crosses over downwards. But instead of following the crossover and also heading downwards, the price instead reverses and heads back up. And now you can see it again here. The moving average crosses upwards, but the price instead went downwards. So clearly, this market has a history of not reacting to the crossover, and so I will not use the crossover strategy on this market. So let's look at another pair instead. Here's the Euro GBP. If you zoom out and look closely at the 20 and 50 period, we can actually see that the market tends to react to the crossover. Over here, we can see that the moving average crosses over upwards, and the price followed that signal and made an uptrend. Next, you can see it happening again here. The moving average crosses over downwards, and the price made a downtrend. This has actually happened multiple times in this chart. Every time the moving average crosses over, the market tends to follow that same direction.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance. That's how much I was paying. Okay, I picked up the car a few months ago and watched it.
And so now we know that this market has a history of following the crossover. So I will confidently trade the crossover strategy on this market. But remember, just because a market reacted to the crossover in the past doesn't guarantee 100% that it's going to do that again in the future. However, it will still have a much higher chance of doing so compared to the market that never reacted to the crossover in the first place. So once you identified the right market, it's time to trade the crossover. For your entry signal, if the 20 MA crosses above the 50 MA, you take a buy position. And if the 20 MA crosses below the 50 MA, you take a sell position. And for your exit signal, you can use an exit indicator like the ATR trailing stop loss to exit your trades. This will give a much better exit compared to if you waited for the moving average to cross over again. For example, let's say you took a buy position here. If you waited for the lines to cross over again, you would have exited your trade here and wasted so many pips. But if you had used a better exit indicator like the ATR trailing stop loss, you would instead exit here. Notice that it gave a much better exit signal and you would get more pips. So that's my approach when trading the moving average crossover. Another way of using the moving average is by trading it like support and resistance. And another indicator that is perfect for the strategy is the stochastics. So here's an example on how the strategy works. In this chart, we can see that the price went up to this level, it hit and reverses downwards. This happened multiple times, which further confirms that the moving average
Jedi. Jedi.
Have having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need Batman.
Stop. Whoa, cat lady. Time out.
Hey guys. So in this video, we will show you our key moving average trading strategy that will help take your trading to the next level. Make sure to click the subscribe button and to hit the notifications bell so that you know exactly when we release new content. So from looking at the comments, a topic that has been requested many times is how to use moving averages. Also right now, comment below and tell us what topics you want us to cover, as we always look at the comments to decide what to create next.
What? Autumn dirty dots.
So first, what are moving averages? By definition, the moving average is an indicator that is applied to your charts that helps smooth out price by removing the swings and fluctuations surrounding the price movement in question. Now, don't think too hard about this, because the key way we show you how to use moving averages is more important. So the specific moving average we use is the exponential moving average with a length of 50, meaning the 50 EMA.
You could tell.
So
you could tell
whichever
that
charting and trading platform you are using, go to your indicators, find the exponential moving average, and add it to your charts. Set the length to 50.
Cox, what's going on in your head, bro?
Now, this is a very key point you must understand.
What's going on in your head, bro?
Indicators. We never use indicators on their
like,
own.
we are just having a regular conversation, bro.
We
ain't
only
nothing
use them
sus
to confirm and support what we have already established with price action.
Cox is weird,
so
bro.
Why do we use moving averages? The first reason is because moving averages can act as supporting evidence of a bullish market, a bearish market, or a sideways market. When the 50 EMA is above price, it represents a possible bearish market and a downtrend. When the 50 EMA is below price, it represents a possible bullish market and an uptrend. When the 50 EMA is going right through price, it represents a directionless, sideways market or a period of consolidation. The second reason we use moving averages is because a break through the moving average line can signal a possible trend change. Notice how we were in a downtrend, and once price broke through the moving average line, we had a trend change to an uptrend. Same thing in an uptrend. Once price broke through the moving average line, a trend change occurred to a downtrend. The third reason we use moving averages is because they can act as a form of support or resistance. Price is in a bullish uptrend, and if you get price action through candlestick formations at the 50 EMA, it shows that price is indeed reacting to the 50 EMA as support and can signal a possible trend continuation long. Now, in the opposite direction, price is in a bearish downtrend, and if you get price action through candlestick formations at the 50 EMA, it shows that price is indeed reacting to the 50 EMA and can signal a possible trend continuation short. Now, the most important point in regards to these concepts is that we use them as ideologies and not the law, because again, we do not use moving averages on their own for trade entries. We pair them with what we have already established with price action to increase trade quality. Now, let's get into how to use the 50 EMA in your trading process. Now, we're going to add the videos. So there are two ways we use the 50 EMA inside of our trading, which is 1, for trend trading, and 2, for reversal trading. So let's start with the first, which is trend trading. So here is the daily time frame. First, you would have established that this is a clear moving uptrend, as price was making higher highs and higher lows. So you want to trade with the moving uptrend. Next, you would have identified your area of support through these two reactions here. Now, what made this level even better and an area of confluence is that the 50 EMA was also right at this area as well. Now, as price was approaching this area, you were looking to see if there would be price action occurring at this area before deciding on a trade or not. What you got was two great candlestick formations where the wicks were sticking out and an inside bar, which shows a reaction to the area of support and the 50 EMA. Again, a reaction does not equal a trade, as price can stall at the 50 EMA and support level and still break right through. As a reminder, even though your big picture trend is an uptrend, your short-term trend is a downtrend and can continue on. So you need confirmation that the short-term downtrend is over. So just like in our previous video, what you do is you put a trend line on top of this moving downtrend and wait for a break through the trend line. And once you have that break, you start looking for long entries. Now for us, we always like to look for more detail and confirmation inside of this immediate downtrend. So let's put both the daily and 4-hour time frame side by side. So here on the left is your daily time frame, and here on the right is your 4-hour time frame. Here's your daily support level, and here is the same support level. Here's your daily trend line, and here is your same trend line. Now on this time frame, you can clearly see all the rejections of the trend line before you had a very bullish candle that broke through the trend line, and more importantly, a close outside of the trend line. The massive bullish candle shows that buyers actually stepped in and confirms the two candles on the daily time frame. This is when you had confirmation that the short-term downtrend is over and that the bigger uptrend can continue. You would then start looking for long trades through the lower time frames with a breakout or a momentum play, as your directional bias is now confirmed. The most important part is that this all occurred after the reaction to the area of confluence, because you needed traders to enter long and short traders to close their positions to create upwards momentum. So moving on.
Why is Amazon paying me $63,000 a month? Well, I didn't make this kind.
So here on the daily time frame, you have a clear moving uptrend as prices making higher highs and higher lows. So you want to trade with the moving uptrend. Next, you had your very key level of support. And think back to our video about support and resistance levels, where we talked about evaluating the quality of a level based on how many traits it has. And this level has a few. First, you had multiple reactions to the level. Second, this level acted as both support and resistance. And third, it was recently respected here, meaning that this point is still valid in a recent time period. All these factors make this a very key level.
Yeah, I got that chatter, man.
What is the national speed limit for cars on a dual character car?
Niggas get killed for that boy.
Who?
My brother died, I think.
Who's your brother?
I should have just like my brother.
Who's your brother?
I don't remember, man, but he died. Yeah, I think he died, yeah.
What's your grandmother? Wait, let me see, go back. I remember that girl. You remember that girl?
Yeah, that's what it is. One time I got slapped in my ass.
She slapped you. She used to
Slap
slap
her ass, slapped. Back then, she used to like me in primary school. I used to crack jokes. Everybody used to be around me and shit, waiting for me to talk. When people go around, I crack jokes. But if I used to know I had that, if I know what I used to know, could I get out of that sound?
So. I feel awesome. I can see how I feel on Instagram. Is she okay? You don't care?
I know.
Yeah, I can. I love that. You like that anyway, Kenzie? I like her arms, but I remember my arms. They show on Instagram.
I can't do this one thing, but see now, they'll let any nigga that got something going on. I keep telling you, but all them thoughts y'all know in school, go for them now, feel them, enjoy. She'll give it up, boy.
That's what you do before making any time.
Come on, bro. This the dumbest thing alive, bro. Stuff we talking about. Oh, nice. You get a whole sleep. Bro, that's the dumbest thing I've seen. Oh my gosh. Thank God.
Never see them words, boy. Kevin should never see them words. You got it by himself.
Ain't no freaking way. It's the Douglas. Oh my gosh. It's the Douglas Ruggers Bond. It's the Douglas Ruggers Bond.
What y'all know about that?
It's the Douglas Ruggers Bond.
Yo, Mackenzie, what's going on, bro? Yo, Bob, shut up, please. Yo, Bob, shut up, please.
We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those thugs.